Okay, so maybe it's not a work of art. Shut up, will you, Angelo? Oh, right, that's just, I've had enough of this. We're getting out of here. The zero hour.
Oh, something important.
Well, don't tell Lady and the others, but the relief force has just taken off for the moon. You mean you'll come to the movie with me? Oh, Zor, you'll love it!
Huh?
Earth calling Zor.
What?
Promise not a word of this to Dana. She has the worst temper I've ever seen. Oh, did I say that? Oh, must be the wine, excuse me. When she discovers that her beloved 15th Squadron's been left out of another major operation, that girl's gonna absolutely blow her top.
Don't worry, I won't tell her.
In fact, no one's supposed to know that the relief fleet's already on its way. I shouldn't have even told you about it.
Tell me, how many ships are they bringing with them?
Well, there you are!
Huh?
Dana! Just who the heck do you think you are, you double-dealing android? What do you mean by dumping me and taking out someone like her? Now, wait a minute, Dana. I don't like the sound of that, someone like her. You're not supposed to like it, you tramp. It was an insult.
Just sit there like a lump on a log or what?
Huh? I'm sorry. I don't feel well.
Zor, are you all right?
Huh. Well, where I come from, that kind of move is called a cop-out.
The biggest part I had was the laugh. That was the biggest thing I did in this series. And I was writing it, so I should have written myself more stuff. Do you want me to tell the Mike Reynolds story?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Mike Reynolds, who's no longer with us, was, we all did Mike Reynolds' voice.
Should we do it?
Shall we?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, but if you think that's Mike Reynolds, well, I agree with you.
It all sounded like Mike Reynolds. Everybody could do Mike Reynolds.
Who wrote this crap?
Well, I can only say this about that. Reynolds said to me, "God damn it, man, you've made more goddamn money doing my voice. And it pisses me off."
And I used to do him as a little
Boy,
Michael.
I used to do him as a little boy. Jesus Christ!
We all know one.
You do a Mike Reynolds.
All right, Rick, I'll take you up on your stupid tickers.
so I was directing something, and I had Mike in, and he had a little part, and he said, "Jesus, Steve, this is awful. It's the smallest thing I've ever done." So,
But no, you had previously asked him to as a favor, to do a favor for you.
yes, I did. I asked him to do a part that no one else wanted to do. There was an actual piece of crap, piece of shit that was talking. It was moving. It was. You were in that scene? And I didn't know who to have do it, and so I asked Mike. He said, "Oh my God, Steve, what are you?" I said, "Please, Mike, please. I need somebody to do it." So he did it. You know, it was a piece of shit. So Twilight of the Cockroaches. So I guess it was another project. I had him in, and it was just a little part, and he said, "Oh my God, Steve, this is the worst. This is the most awful thing." I said, "No, Mike. Remember when you played that talking piece of shit?"
Right after he did that, he came into a Robotech, a Power Ranger session that I was involved in, and he comes walking and he goes, "I can't believe this day. This morning, I'm playing a prince right now. This morning I was playing a piece of shit. What a day!"
My Reynolds story was we were recording something, and he's reading the script and Jesus Christ, it's a piece of shit. Who wrote this piece of shit? He said, Mike, you wrote it. He said, oh, that's something we can learn from this.
The way it was explained to me, literally the day afterwards, I came in to do a session, and Steve was directing, and he said, before we start, we got to tell you the story. Okay, I said, Mike was looking at the podium like this, where in those days we had a podium with a script on, right? So he's looking down at the podium.
Who wrote this stupid piece of shit? Oh, I did. Let's see what we can learn from this episode.
So that, from that day forward, that was the Mike Reynolds story.
But Mike Reynolds, I just have to say this. Mike Reynolds would always complain because after a while, they weren't calling him in. They were taking whoever was in the booth to do Mike's voice.
It was Carrie.